Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth. Cande out today. Got a text early this morning, having some stomach issues. She is going to be doing traffic. You'll hear her reporting on the traffic, but just not well enough to sit and chat and go through a show. So she's kind of taking it easy. Hope for a full return on Monday. How's everybody doing on this Friday? We got plenty happening. As far as the weather goes, we're looking to be in the low to mid 80s throughout the weekend with on and off sunshine and showers, some storms rolling through. Definitely not a washout. Like, definitely not. We're going to be, out and about. You should have your plans going on, but just be aware there could be a quick storm here and there that could go through the island. And then looking to be real warm into Monday. Could be 90 plus as we start the week. So we'll deal with that when we get to it. We got a lot going on. Of course, Jason Aldean at Jones Beach tonight. I'll see some of you there. Go ahead, give me a fist bump. We'll, as you're walking by, we'll see you out there. A lot of our people going to be there. Come to our setup, our tent. You will find us inside on the main plaza, giving away some prizes and having a good time. We are very excited about it. And Sunday, Atomic Wings, 4 to 6 p.m. in Miller Place for the Big Ticket Blitz. It's on our socials. You have a chance to win concert tickets and grab some great food at the new Atomic Wings in Miller Place. Let's do it. Why not? How about some national days? Let's see where we're at here. It's National French Fry Day. Got a text about this yesterday from DJ Deuce. Apparently, he loves his French fries. I am lukewarm on French fries. Like, I could take them or leave them. They're a nice accessory to a meal, but I could also replace that with a good coleslaw or onion rings. I'm a big onion ring guy. If I'm gonna have French fries, you know what my favorite are? Like the diner French fries, not the big steak fries that we used to get back in the day with the cheese and the gravy and whatever. I'm talking about the crispy, right? You go to the diner these days, and a lot of them have those real crispy, crunchy fries. Those would probably be my favorite. If I'm going to dip them, I like a bunch of different sauces. I'll dip fries in blue cheese, mayo, ketchup, a mixture of mustard and ketchup or mustard and mayo, like whatever. I'm got to have the condiments, but overall not a huge French fry guy. Could take it or leave it. Eat Your Jell-O Day today. Apparently, today is the day of Jell-O, trademarked in 1897 by Pearl Waite of Leroy. That is, there you go, Leroy, New York. Pearl Waite was the name, and Jell-O has been around since then. Paper Bag Day today. We are, praising all the accomplishments of the paper bag. Even if your baseball or football team is really bad, you could, like back in the day, like in the 70s, they used to cut out eye holes and the fans would go to the games with paper bag over their head because they didn't want to be recognized. There you go. That's a use for a paper bag. It's National Pecan Pie Day. I probably say pecan more, but, try to sound classy for the radio. Pecan. It's National Pecan Pie Day. I love pecan pie, or pecans in general. Good stuff. National Different Colored Eyes Day. And not many people have it. I know one of the famous people is the baseball player Max Scherzer, who played for like a cup of coffee, like a half a second with the Mets. He's got different colored eyes. An unusual trait. National Simplicity Day. Keep things simple today. Try to go through life just simple, nothing crazy. Don't get too complicated on National Simplicity Day. And it's Collector Car Appreciation Day. This day changes every year. It's always the second Friday in July. Collector Car Appreciation Day. Probably in the summer because you have all those car shows going on, the collector car shows. And I haven't been to one in a long time. I should take one in one day and go check it out. And big shout out to all the, whenever I see somebody driving like an old collector car on the road, I always cringe. I'm like, oh my God, what are you doing? Like a little dent, a little ding, you hit a bird, you hit, it scares me, honestly, for you. It scares me that you're driving that thing down the highway. Some good news to end the morning. A woman in Alabama, Helen Denmark, turned 108 on Sunday. She said her tips: drinking wine, eating dessert, and flirting with men that have mustaches. You go, Helen. All right. This one is interesting. It's under good news. I'll read it to you, but it certainly doesn't feel like it. They say inflation is easing. The consumer price index fell 0.1% between May and June. First time it's gone down since May of 2020. 4 years. It doesn't feel that way. Everything's still going up in my world. And a convention for furries, more on that in a second, broke a fundraising record last weekend in Pittsburgh. Guests at Anthrocon donated $100,000 to a group called Gray Paws Sanctuary that rescues and cares for senior dogs. Good on them. Great job at Anthrocon. Furries, if you've never heard the term furries, I'm assuming a lot of you have, most of you have. And by the way, I'm not making fun because I don't know if it's honest. I don't know if you're allowed to make fun of furries. Is it is it not socially acceptable? I don't know, because it's someone is identifying as an animal, but so if you're a furry, usually it goes along with dressing up like an animal and pretending to be that animal or feeling like you are that animal. I've heard from my kids, there are some that go to school. There are some kids that go to school with them that are quote-unquote furries. It is a thing. You can Google it, look it up, and check it out for yourself. But at least for today, I will tell you, they did a great thing, donating over $100,000 to that senior rescue for dogs. Well done. And that does it for our week. Cande should be returning Monday. I want everyone to have a great weekend. Be safe. I'll see some of you at Jason Aldean tonight at Jones Beach. Also, Sunday at Atomic Wings in Miller Place, our ticket blitz, 4 to 6 p.m. Great food, a lot of concert tickets, all on our socials. Go check it out. You don't have to write it down. It's right there for you. Instagram and Facebook. And thanks to Ryan and Amanda, our great producers. I'm here till 10. A lot of music and a lot of heat coming our way. Heat and possible storm here and there throughout the weekend. Let's hit the roads. My Country 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.